Who wants a regulated will writing industry? Well, according to a YouGov poll, which was commissioned by the Law Society, around 55% of UK adults would like to see some form of regulation. However, the survey also showed that those polled were, by a vast majority, 90%, perfectly satisfied with the will writing services they had received. Of course, that does mean that 10% were not. And of those 90% who were satisfied, they may not realize anything is wrong with their will, if something is, and it's only when they pass away and their family has to deal with their estate that the truth usually comes to light. That's the problem with cowboy will writers. It's often too late to do anything about it by the time the problem becomes apparent. Perhaps that's why a relatively small number of people are keen to have the industry regulated, and why so many are happy with the service they have received, and yet also why so many problems seem to occur in the courts thanks to invalid wills. At the moment, there are no regulations in place that stop someone from setting up as a will writer and practicing and charging customers for their work, which may not be up to any standard whatsoever. A governing body overseeing everyone who practices as a will writer and offering a recognized qualification would ensure that those writing the wills know what they're doing, and if something were to go wrong, there would be some kind of fallback. Well, the Legal Services Board, the LSB, has been campaigning for this for a number of years now and has recommended that it becomes a reserved legal activity, meaning that it is regulated and those who are qualified are the ones who can practice. Is it really that important, though? Let's look at the figures. Poorly drafted and invalid DIY wills are causing problems for about 38,000 families every single year. And those figures are rising. This is partly due to poorly drafted wills and also partly due to changing family structures with more divorces and combined families, making some wills invalid or inaccurate. This is why updating your will when any of your personal circumstances change is so important. Fixing an invalid will can be costly and time-consuming, not to mention an emotionally charged problem.